Okay, let's unpack this. Vijay Mallya. For almost a decade, pretty much radio silence, right? And suddenly, he's back, making statements. So today we're doing a deep dive. What exactly did he say? Why now? And, what does it all mean if you want to stay informed on this?
Exactly. It's quite something after nearly 10 years off the public radar. And the timing, well, it definitely makes you look closer at his attempt to maybe reshape his story.
Right. So the big thing seems to be him breaking that, 9-year silence and offering this apology. He called it long overdue to the old Kingfisher Airlines staff. Seems like he's trying to set the record straight, maybe. Is it that simple, though?
Well, what's fascinating here is why an apology now, after so long, it feels very strategic. It's a classic move,
Yeah.
trying to create a fresh impression, maybe hoping people focus on this recent act rather than the years of headlines. It's less about pure regret, perhaps, and more about narrative control.
hmm And he's definitely not shying away from the legal stuff either. He sort of accepts the fugitive label, but really pushes back hard on being called a core, a thief, questions the whole basis for it. And here's where it gets really interesting. He's claiming he repaid 14,000 core, that's what, over $1.7 billion, dollars, against a debt verdict of 6,200 core from the DRT. He's calling it a full or more than full settlement.
That repayment claim is incredibly pointed. Framing it as full or more than full, that's a direct challenge, isn't it? He's essentially putting the ball back in the authorities' court saying, disprove my numbers. It's a clear attempt to shift the conversation away from fugitive towards maybe misunderstood businessman who settled up. It could potentially complicate things legally, too.
Okay, but he's not just hopping on a plane back to India. There's a condition. He wants assurance of a fair trial and humane detention. Cites UK human rights rulings. And then there's the visual. That recent appearance from his garden in Hertfordshire. Quite the scene, looking reflective, talking about restoring vintage cars, wearing this very expensive limited edition watch. People notice that.
Right. And connecting that to the bigger picture, the demand for a fair trial puts a certain pressure, publicly at least, on the Indian justice system. The appearance itself, definitely not accidental. The whole setting, the calm garden, the classic cars, the luxury watch that projects an image, affluence, stability, maybe even refinement. It's a subtle way to counter the thief narrative. It's media strategy, brand building, trying to rehabilitate his image.
And the public reaction, pretty much split down the middle, as you'd expect. Some support, quite a bit of ridicule, too. And so that quote from comedian Shubham Gar going around, pays to hum usse ultalatane, like we should be paying him back, captures that public skepticism, doesn't it?
Exactly. But while he's carefully crafting this public persona, the legal reality in India, well, it doesn't seem much changed by his statements. His case really highlights how slowly these high-profile economic cases can move. So despite the claims, the apology, the optics, the legal limbo just continues. There's often a huge gap between the PR campaign and the legal process.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for us watching this unfold? We've seen Mallya's clear attempt to shift his narrative, the very strategic use of his appearance, and the fact that the legal wheels back in India are still grinding away slowly. It's quite a case study in managing reputation versus facing legal reality.
And it really raises an important question, doesn't it, for you, the listener? In this age where information and disinformation flies around so fast, how do we navigate these carefully built stories from public figures? How do you weigh the legal facts against personal claims and the whole public image game? What stands out to you when trying to get the full picture? Something to think about.